Hello everyone, and warm welcome to the first edition of Directions Live Online by Esri Malaysia. My name is Caleb, and I'm your host for today's session. Now, today's presenter is Nabila Husna, a solution analyst at Esri Malaysia in the product and technology team. She holds a degree in petroleum geoscience from University Technology of Petronas with a major in geohazards. Nabila provides technical assistance and consultations in the implementation of Esri's extensive product line. Now, in this webinar, we will be learning how ArcGIS utilizes location-based analytics and interactive data visualization on a single screen to convey valuable information to organizations as well as communities. For instance, ArcGIS Operational Dashboard has assisted government authorities and health agencies to manage and combat the coronavirus pandemic. And without further ado, I shall pass the presentation to Nabila. Over to you, Nabila.
Okay, thank you, Caleb. Okay, hello and good day, everyone. So today our webinar session will talk about the ArcGIS Dashboard monitoring your operations. So a little bit highlight before we start is I'm gonna deliver the definition of the ArcGIS Dashboard. What is ArcGIS Dashboard is all about, all of the specialties, and I'm going to show you some of the example that we have, okay? And then we're going to see what do we have in the ArcGIS Dashboard, all of the functionality and also the element which actually help you in creating a dynamic yet a simple single screen informative dashboard, okay? And then I'll touch a little bit about the ArcGIS Dashboard Beta. So if you are familiar with the ArcGIS Dashboard, then you might know about the ArcGIS Dashboard Beta, okay? So we're gonna see what it's all about and also the example and so on, right? So the ArcGIS Dashboard actually is a product that's been part of the ArcGIS suite for a little bit time of now. And it's a free Windows and a browser-based application that you actually can use on your desktop or on your tablet device, okay? It is typically used to monitor asset, event, and also activities, and it facilitates what we call or classify as the at-a-glance decision-making. So it's sort of like the dashboard in your car, or where you look at it, you glance at it, you can figure out all of the information it's telling you, okay? And then you can make the decision from that, okay? So that's the goal of what ArcGIS Dashboard is for. So it also provides key insight about your data on a single screen, and it will support real-time data in a couple of different ways. And we're gonna get into that in just a few minutes now, all right? And the specialty that we have in the ArcGIS Dashboard is actually, it is very user-friendly, where no programming needed in creating the dashboard, okay? So if you are not an IT person or you are not a GIS field, okay, so you can actually create your own dashboard if you have the data with you, right? So you don't need to worry about that. So basically, in a premise, why dashboard exists is because they just bring all of our data together. So if we think about all of the type of data that we might see in the ArcGIS platform, it's sort of like fall into a few different buckets. And when it comes to the ArcGIS Dashboard, is that the ArcGIS Dashboard is actually work with all of this data together, okay? So overall, you know, this is the type of data that we see that is being leveraged in the ArcGIS Dashboard. So like we said in the previous slides, we have a product that is capable of consuming data in a real time. So we have two different ways on how we want to show in a real time. So first we have the sort of like sense of coordinating your work across your organization. So we do have a lot of the customers that actually use the Esri field apps. For example, we have the ArcGIS Workforce, ArcGIS Collector, ArcGIS Survey 123, and they are actually doing their work out in the field and collect all of the information. And this information actually they relay back to their ArcGIS organization and display on the dashboard in the real time. So the other way that we talk about the real time is about the sensor data. So this sensor data is actually coming into the system and being processed with something like Joy Event Server and being made available through your platform and also through your services. Okay. So as you can see at the top of this diagram, you can see the dashboard, and it's the dashboard ability to bring all of the data together and also present it and also intuitive and compelling ways so that the decision can be made. Okay. Okay. So in the RGIS dashboard, we have a few of the pattern. By mean, we are not put the limitation for you to display your dashboard into a single way only. It depends on how you actually want your audience to receive and also to understand your data. Okay, so the first one we have for the pattern of use is strategic dashboard. So this strategic dashboard is actually help the executive to track their KPIs and also make the strategic decision by evaluating performance based on their organization's goals. So as you can see, this is the example of the dashboard that we have. This is the dashboard of the crashes cases that happen in the Little Rock. So as we can see, there are a lot of the elements actually to display your data, and each of these elements is actually related to each other. Okay. For example, we have the indicator element which display the crashes case that happen in this area, and also we have the bar chart to actually display the suspected serious injury crashes by year, so you can see the differences here. Okay, and also we have the type of crashes that involve, for example, bicycle, pedestrian, or intersection related. Okay, so let's see on how all of these elements is actually reflected. So if you click on the filter, you can see the element is moved. So it's showing that the element is triggered and also related to each other. Okay, so by using this dashboard, we can actually create a strategic plan on how to reduce the crashes that is happening at this certain area. Okay, so the next one, we have the tactical and analytical dashboard. So this tactical or analytical dashboard is actually a hub to analyze the historical and also visualize the trend to gain the deeper understanding. So this is the dashboard, the example of the tactical dashboard that we have. Okay, this is about the West Virginia Controlled Substance Monitoring Program from 2014 to 2019. And when we talk about the tactical or analytical, most of the element that we have used is a pie chart and bar chart and also the line chart. Okay, so you can actually see the trend and also make the comparison of all of this data. Okay, so if you like filtering the data by year, most of the bar chart will actually trigger where it's actually reflected to the data of that particular year, and from that you can actually analyze and see the trend of the data. So it depends. If you want to display your dashboard to see the trend and have a deeper understanding, then you can use the tactical dashboard. Okay. And the next one, we have the operational dashboard. Okay, so this operational dashboard is actually help the operation staff to understand their events, a project or asset by monitoring their status in a real time. Okay, so we have one of the dashboard here, which is communication response community lifeline. And when we talk about the real time, it is actually reflected to the data alive. Okay, so usually in our dashboard, for the real-time data, we will update every 15 minutes or half an hour each of our data. So we're gonna get the latest response of community lifeline. Okay, so same goes to the previous dashboard where we have the element here. So this element actually reflected to each other and pointing to the map itself. Okay. For example, here we have the cellular towers, as you can see at the left side. Okay, it's showing the yellow point. So the bigger the point itself, it is reflected to the number of features. And all of this point is actually reflected to the map that you can see in the dashboard itself. Okay. So let's see how it works. So if you click on the list at the right side, it's actually reflected to the map and also triggered a lot of the elements that we have here. Okay. So that is how operational dashboard works. And the last one, we have the informational dashboard. So this informational dashboard actually help the organization to inform and also engage their audience through the community outreach. Okay. For example, here, this is the informational dashboard that we have. So actually, this kind of dashboard, it focuses on the community for them to get the latest update about the event. So originally, we have like this kind of dashboard, we have a lot of the data to make such of this dashboard. And then we can actually transfer the dashboard, and also we can actually transfer the data into the informational dashboard to easily see the status of the data. So as you can see here at the right side, showing the donut chart and also the list. So if ever you click on the theme that you want to see, it will automatically go and point to the theme that you want to see. So instead, you need to refer to the paper. You don't need to do that anymore, and you can just apply to a few clicks, and then you can see the details of you want. Okay, so we see the example here. So if you can click on the themes that you want, it's actually reflected to the donut chart and also the list that that's showing here. Okay. All right. So for Esri Malaysia, this is one of the major and also key contribution of RGIS Dashboard. As we know, COVID-19 has hit all around the world last year. So in Esri Malaysia, we take this initiative to actually start to develop this dashboard. Okay, so as we all know, the COVID-19, we have 1,000 of data and it keeps on update every day. So we created the dashboard actually to simplify display on how we want to do the analysis or see the trend and so on. Okay, so by using the RGS dashboard, we can actually simplify all of the data into a single screen. And also by help of the filter, okay, you can easily access to the cases that you want. Okay, so as you can see here, we have two different platforms. So first, we have the browser or desktop platform, and then the RGIS dashboard also support the mobile view, but it will be up to us to design it so that it look nice on the mobile view. Okay, so our mobile is actually quite small to compress everything all together, but in the RGIS dashboard, we have come up with the new faces on how it is displayed in a mobile and very user friendly. So you can just click on the right side or of the left side. You can see all of the details that we have in the desktop side, and all of the details that we have in the desktop, you can also view it in the mobile device also. Okay. Okay. So this is quite interesting because why we are using the RGIS dashboard. What is the specialty of RGIS dashboard? So the first one is it is very easy to understand. So sometimes user or audience easily get distracted or boring if we are just display the data in terms of like a table. Okay, so in the RGIS dashboard, we have a lot of the element to actually attract audience focus, and it's easy for them to understand what the data is all about. Okay, so all of these elements actually are built from the data that we have collected. So now we show all of the data in a different way, and of course it is in a single screen for you to easily access and see the relationship between all of the data. Okay, and next, it is a ready to use dashboard. So like I mentioned earlier in the slides, this RGIS dashboard does not require programming for you to create it. We are actually prepare and create it for you. Okay, so in the RGIS dashboard, we have a lot of the ready to use element, and you just need to pick up the data that you have and you can start to create your own dashboard. Okay, so we have the maps, the list, the gauge actually, and with the help of the filter functionality to make your dashboard become more interactive. So it is as easy as that, right? And not only that, sorry. Okay, not only that, okay, RGIS Dashboard also, it can be so interactive way if you display your dashboard as a survey, for example. So here we actually have the two-way interaction. So not only we display the data to them, but we also can receive the response from them. Okay, so by that we can actually answer the question that has been asked and also solve the problem raised. Okay, and as RGIS Dashboard is also integrating with other web applications, such as the common apps that we always share is the field application, where we have the RGIS Collector, RGIS Survey 123, and also the RGIS Workforce. Okay, so all of the data that coming from this application, we can actually integrate it and create the dashboard all together. Okay, we can combine all of the data all together from this kind of application in a one dashboard only. So it will be easier for you as a manager, for example, for you to control the location of your worker and also see the progress of their work. Okay. So in the dashboard, we have all of these elements. Okay, we have 11 elements that you can actually use to create such interactive dashboard. Okay, so we have the header or side panel is to actually put the title of your dashboard and also put your filter on it, and then we have the maps, of course, and we have the serial chart, we have the pie chart, and each of the elements here, they are not focusing on the same design. Okay, so we have like a few of the design, so it would be our dashboard will be more interactive way. It depends on how you want to actually show your data to your audience. Okay, so I'm going to show to you the dashboard element demonstration. So this is the dashboard that I have done. Okay, this is about the text collection dashboard. So I have used quite few of element here. We have the graph chart, we have the donut chart, we also have the bar chart and also the maps, of course, and we have the list chart. So I'm going to show to you on how we're going to do this kind of bar chart out here. Okay, and it is this bar chart we actually created for the guna tanah mengikut kawasan, or we call it as a land use according to the location that you want. Okay, so let's take a look. Right, so first, when you open your RGIS Online, this is your homepage. Okay, and if ever you click on the right side of the dot up there, so it will actually point to the application that we have in the RGIS Online. And one of the application that we have is actually the RGIS Dashboard. Okay, so if we click on this RGIS Dashboard, it will direct you to the RGIS Dashboard application, and you can easily create your dashboard. So as you can see here, I have a few of the dashboard that I have created, and one of the demonstration that I'm going to show to you is the text collection dashboard. So let's see how it works. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So this is the original one. Okay, that I have shown to you earlier. So I'm gonna show to you how we are going to create this such of a bar chart dashboard. So we're gonna go to the edit mode. Okay, and in this edit mode, we have the plus button here, and if you click on here, you may go to the serial chart. Okay, and if you click on it, you may choose the layer that you have. And here I have the tax information point, and you can actually choose the field that you want. For example, here I choose the guna tanah, and it will automatically display like this one. And if you want to have a more customized, if you want to have more customized, you may split it by the field. All right. So for example, here I want to split it by nama taman, and it will be automatically integrate with your bar chart. Okay. And you can actually customize your chart in terms of orientation. Either you want to have it vertical or also horizontal. And also the legend placement, you can build it or you can just place it at the bottom or also at the side. Okay. And also for the series, we have a few type of the chart, which is line and also a smooth line. So it depends on your data. But for this one, I'm going to stick with the bar. Okay. And you can also change the label here. Okay. And the most exciting things in the RGIS dashboard, where you can actually put an action. So this action actually, if you click on this bar, it will reflect it to the another element. So for example, here I will put the filter for. Sorry for the technical issue just now. Okay. So we're gonna continue our session.
Yes,
okay. So back to this, actually you can put a filter of any of the element that you want. For example, here I put the filter on the map itself. So if you click on this, whenever you click on the bar chart here, it actually can reflect it to the map that you have done. Okay. If I click done, okay, so it will automatically display in your RGIS dashboard. Okay. All right. So the next step I'm going to show to you is how we actually want to show our data on a single screen. Okay. So you can actually drag this item and also combine it with any element that you want. Okay. For example, you want to combine it here. Okay. So it will be something like this. Okay. But if you can also actually group your element all together by just drag the item, and if you can click on the shift button here, it will change the color into green, and you can actually just group your element all together. If you make it larger, it will be something like this. Okay, so your dashboard become more interactive, and of course you can see your data clearly. All right, so just go back to the slide. Okay. All right. All right. So the last part that I would like to share with you, that we also have the RGIS Dashboard Data. So this RGIS Dashboard Data is actually re-architect with the RGIS API for the JavaScript. So this is the new generation of the RGIS Dashboard. Okay. So in the RGIS Dashboard Data, we have what we call as an arcade. So it's an expression and also a scripting language that made by Esri. Okay. So in the RGIS Dashboard, if we want to use the arcade, we have the element of list and also the indicator for you to use the arcade and customize your dashboard to be more unique and easy to read. Okay, so let's take a look on example of the RGIS dashboard data that we have here, right? So yeah, so this is the example of fire incidents that happened in San Diego. At the right side here, this is the list of the element that we are creating in the RGIS dashboard. Okay,
But if you are using the RGS Dashboard Data and by using the arcade, so you can actually turn your list into interactive way. For example, here you can add a bar and see the status of the incident feed. Okay, so same goes to the right side here, where we have the list of the fire station that we have in the San Diego, and also the address that we have. Okay, but then by using the arcade and also some of the integration with HTML, we can actually put the images in our list element. So I make it bigger so you can see how interactive is our RGS Dashboard Data. Okay, and same goes to the to this list down here, where you can see the response time. So this is if we build it in the RGS Dashboard, and after you use the arcade in the RGS Dashboard Data, it will be something like this, right? Okay, so as for the conclusion, okay, so RGS Dashboard is actually, you can monitor the real-time event and also key performance indicator. Okay, and also in the RGS Dashboard, we can actually display our data into a single screen and also a cross-platform where you can view your data or actually edit your data in the desktop and also a mobile device. And the most interactive one is a go green environment, where we actually don't have to cut the trees anymore to actually create the paper for you to write all of the lists of the data that you want to have. Instead, you just use this kind of dashboard to actually display your data. Okay, and for the RGS Dashboard Data, we have what we call as the arcade, as just I mentioned before. So it enhances your dashboard actually, especially for the developers. So if they don't want to use the RGS Dashboard, or they think the RGS Dashboard is too simple for them and they want to do some of the modification and also the customization, so we do have this RGS Dashboard Beta, okay, for them to use, right? So here also we do have some of the resources. If you are interested or interested with the RGS Dashboard, you may refer to this kind of resources. Okay, and I think that's all from me. Okay, and I pass back to you, Caleb.
Thanks, Nabila. We apologize for the small technical error just now, but overall that was a great overview of the functions and benefits the ArcGIS operational dashboard, and also we also introduced the operational dashboard in beta. So we have had a couple of questions come through, and if you have been listening, yes, if you are listening intently to Nabila, and you haven't had the chance to type, still time, so you can do that in the questions pane. To just kick off, we have one attendee ask you, will the beta be released? Will the beta release be available in ArcGIS Enterprise? Over to you, Nabila.
Okay, so thank you, Caleb. So what I understand with the question is, will the beta release be available in the ArcGIS Enterprise? So actually, no. The beta release is actually available in the ArcGIS Online organization only. So if you create a dashboard in the ArcGIS Dashboard Beta, so it's actually cannot be copied over to an enterprise organization. But we are actually in the team, okay, we are actually updated our dashboard in time to time. So it's not surprising if one day there might be an RGS Dashboard Beta in the enterprise organization as well. Okay, so I hope this answers your question.
Thanks, Nabila. Now this next question, it says, will my current dashboard work with the beta version And are there known limitations with the beta release? Back to you, Nabila.
All right. So if you are working with the beta, so in the RGS Dashboard beta itself, we do have some of the limitation, okay? But usually if you open your dashboard, there will be no issue if you open also in the beta. So in the beta, we have some of the known limitation, for example, in terms of action that I showed in the earlier slides, okay? In the RGS Dashboard beta, we have no ability to actually zoom, flash, pan, and also show pop-up action, okay? So this kind of action is actually not applied when we are targeting to a map, okay? And also, the image symbol hosted in the RGIS Online do not render in the maps element. So in the RGIS Dashboard beta, yes, we do have quite of the limitation if we like compare it to the RGIS Dashboard. Okay, so I hope that answer your question. Thank you.
Thanks, Nabila. Hope that answers your question. And I'll move on to the next. So can I embed my dashboard in a web page? To you, Nabila.
Okay, the question asked is, can I embed my dashboard in a web page? Actually, yes. You can embed your dashboard in the web page, actually. So it is recommended that you make your embedded dashboard as large as possible on the page to maximize the usability. Okay. All right. I hope that answers your question.
Thanks, Nabila. And to the next question, are public accounts supported for ArcGIS Dashboard?
Okay. Are public accounts supported? Is it the question, is it?
Yes, are public accounts supported for ArcGIS Dashboard?
Okay, so the public account in the RGIS Online that are not part of the organization, they cannot alter or edit the dashboard. But then they only can view the dashboard that allows the access after you sign in with the RGIS Online public account. Okay, so the application also support by using the public account or by using the RGIS Dashboard, it support the anonymous access of dashboard that are shared with everyone also. Okay, so I hope that's answer your question.
Thank you, Nabila. Now, unfortunately, that's all the time we have today. And I know I have not answered a lot of your questions, but Nabila and I will surely reach out to you with email responses in the near future. So keep your emails updated. I would really love your feedback. So take the time to help us fill out the brief survey that you will see pop up at the end of the session. Further feedback or questions can be sent directly to events@malaysia.com.my. And finally, if you would like to rewatch this webinar or share with your colleagues the recording, it will be shortly available on Esri Malaysia events page. Thank you, Nabila, and thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you for your patience, and we will see you for the next Direction Live online. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.